Welcome everyone, welcome back to our channel. This is a place whereby we talk girl talk, friends, finances, empowerment, how we get our ish together. So today I'm going to look at myself, and some of you, I don't know what you would tell your young self in case you're to go back a few years back. Some of you will go a little bit longer, others shorter. But whatever time, if you were to tell yourself something, what would you tell yourself? My number one point is, I would tell myself that you can't please everyone. You may want to give the world to everyone. You may want to give them what you think is the best. You may want to be the person you think is the best. But you will not please everybody. So do what impresses you, do what you want to do, and don't do anything to please anyone because you are not going to please them. Number 2 is don't and never try to dim your light to impress anyone else. Do everything for you. You may be trying your best, but people are people. So don't dim your light because you can shine and anyone else can shine, and both of you and all of you can shine. So don't dim yourself, don't dim your light because you're trying to impress someone else. No, it's not worth it. And then not to be afraid to say no. Saying no is okay. It's okay to say no. That's what you want. That's what you feel. It does not have to make the other person fine. They don't have to be happy with you saying no, but you should be able to say no. And saying no is okay. I look at so many things and I'm like, I wish I said no then. I wouldn't be in this pickle. Thank God, I now know how to say no, and it's okay to say no. The other thing I'll tell myself, not to be afraid to try out new things. It's okay. Try out all the new things. Everything you dream of, everything you want, everything you think you can do. Try it out. I would tell my young self not to be afraid of speaking up and speaking my mind. I should have spoken a lot. I should have said how I feel. And then it doesn't matter how someone else feels. It's all about how I do feel. So I should have spoken up more often and listened and spoke out how my heart felt like. So that's one thing that I would definitely tell my young self. And then I would tell my young self that friends come and go. Seasons come, seasons change. Some friends are in your life for a season or a reason and a lesson. So friends will always come and go. The friends you have when you're starting life, when you're growing up, may not be your lifetime friends. They may be there now or then, but time will come and they will go. And when it's time for them to go, it's okay. It's okay, let them go. It's for the better for both of you. You get? So because people grow and they always grow in different directions, and for everyone to get the best out of themselves, they should be able to fly wherever they feel their heart is telling them to. So it's okay to lose a few friends every now and then. It's not losing them, but letting them adventure their life and you also adventuring your life. I would definitely tell my young self not to be so concerned about other people, so concerned about what people say, what people think, what people would do, what people would. Not concerned about what anyone says. People will speak, people will talk. It's okay, it's their right. Everyone has a right to speak whatever they want to. But that shouldn't bother you. It's all about how you feel and what you want. Don't worry about who your neighbor is going to say. Don't worry about what people think you are. Don't worry about anything. I would definitely tell myself pain doesn't last forever. A few things, you may be hurting now, you may not be okay right now, you may be feeling like it's the worst day of my life, but how many times have you felt like that? So many times. So it's gonna hurt today, tomorrow it's gonna be good. It's okay. A little pain here and here is okay. It doesn't last forever. I would tell myself that a boy or a man can never ever be your whole life. From experience, you know that. You need friends here and there. You need family above all. They'll always be there for you. I would definitely tell my young self not to be discouraged, to stay encouraged, and then stay motivated, and then don't give up on your dreams. Everything you've been dreaming about, just keep trying. Don't stop. Let no one tell you you can't. Let no one tell you anything negative. Don't listen to friends. Don't listen to people telling you, no, you can't do this or this. Don't basically listen to people's opinion. Everything you've been dreaming about, don't be discouraged. Just step out and do it. And that brings me to a point whereby I would tell my young self to trust myself and trust my intuitions, to listen to myself, to listen to what my heart tells me and follow it. There's so many things that I didn't do because I didn't really listen to my heart. I really did things because possibly someone else is saying you should, or you should try, or you shouldn't try. But I just wish, I wish I followed my intuitions. I would be very, very far ahead. Like this. I should have followed my intuitions from years ago. I would be doing better than I am right now. I would tell my young self to try not to be or never be a people pleaser, because you never go so far, People can't be pleased. Just try and do what makes you happy, but don't try pleasing people, because people can never be pleased. It doesn't matter what you do. You may think it's the best, but it may not be the best for them. So try not to please people. I would tell my young self not to be a people pleaser, not at all. I would definitely tell myself to not trust people so easily. I really used to trust people so easily, It's not so good, because you never know what their intentions are. You never know why they're in your life, or you never know why they're trying to be that nice to you, You'll be disappointed if you keep on trusting people that easily. Don't trust people. Oof. And stop comparing yourself to others. I would definitely tell myself this, to stop comparing myself to others. This can be friends, this can be relatives, But the more you compare yourself to others, the more you don't see the beauty in what you have. My hands have been burnt on this one. You never know. You could have something very good, but because you're looking at someone else, you don't really know what they have. You just see it looks nice. You don't know what they're going through. So you're like, no, maybe they have better than I do. Girl, you may be having the best, and you just don't know, because people are good at showing up, and then people will show you what they want you to see, not exactly what the real deal is. So please, don't compare yourself with others. Be you. Compare yourself with the person you were before, and compare yourself with the person you dream to be. Draw yourself up, what you want to be, how you want to be in the future, in how long, and then compare yourself with that person. How far are you moving? Are you getting closer to being that person? Otherwise, you'll get burnt. And I don't know if any of you has ever been bullied. Unfortunately, I have been bullied, and I still be bullied as a big woman, But one thing I would tell my young self is defend yourself. No one is out here to defend you. You will be bullied if you can't defend yourself. I have been in situations whereby I see someone is really trying to bully me, and then I can just keep quiet and trust that possibly someone else or other people who understand the situation better will say something. To your disappointment, no one will say a thing. No one will say anything. You have to stand up for yourself. Defend yourself, and people will not bully you. But if you can't stand up for yourself and defend you, no one will, and you will be bullied. So I've learned to defend myself. I wish I learned this earlier on. I would be defending myself like for a very, very long time. You don't step on my toes just like that. Oh, and this is so sad. I keep regretting. I be bothered, I be thinking of so many things all the time, and I'm like, one thing I wish I would tell my young self I would do if I would go back and become young and everything goes back to the to how it was before. I would tell myself to kiss my parents when I could. You know, you can only be so young for some time, and you never ever know the people you love for how long you'll have them. Some people don't really, you really never know, because when you're young and you have your parents, you never know, but in minute they could be gone. And every time, like, you can work so hard, you can do so many things, and you're like, I just wish I could do better. I just wish I could have my parents to share my joy with, to share my happiness with. Like, I did lose my dad. I don't know, I just, like, I never ever forgive myself. Like, it's something that has been torturing me all the time. I can be like, I wish I could see him. I wish I could talk, would give him like the things I kept on dreaming and wanting to do for him. So many different things. I'm like, if he would be here, you know. But unfortunately, he's gone. Like, it can be too late, you know. You will not have someone to be there to protect you, you know. And you never know some of the things until you don't have that person in your life. So I could tell my young self, kiss your dad, love on him, because you never know when he'll be gone. And you work, you get so much, but sometimes you can only have so much. The things that people you wish you would share your life with, they could not be there. So the people that I have, that's my mom, my parents, my grandparents, the ones that live, my brothers, I love on them. I try to, because you can never know. And I would definitely tell myself, you can never ever lose a man trying to chase a bag. Yes, chase a bag. Why? Get the money, better yourself. I learned this from my first boyfriend, who told me when we were breaking up at a very hard time. He always told me, don't cry. Why are you crying? You will find someone who is even better than me. You shouldn't be crying. You need to be bettering yourself. I took those words and I consistently kept on thinking. I'm like, let me make myself better. Like, let me make myself better, because I'm making myself better for something better, because I definitely want someone better than him. That I was so sure, to prove to him and to prove to myself that I can. So I kept on working hard and getting better and better and better at everything I do. And guess what? It pays off. I'm like, why did I even waste a minute crying? Don't cry. Let them go. Just be yourself. Work hard. Make yourself better. You will never lose any coins, but you can lose money when you're chasing a man. Yes, you can. And then I have two left. The one, this is very equally special to me, is you will never have everything figured out. You will never. That's one thing I would tell my young self, because I have tried to calculate and plan and stick to the plan and do everything. Like, this has to go like this, like this, like this. But I have learned that you can never have everything figured out. So if I knew this earlier, I would be living life. I would be living it to the fullest, because I don't know what will happen tomorrow. You know, I'm trying to figure out things, and then God is equally working on his way. So you can't even see his hand working sometimes, because you're busy trying to plan and figure out things. So I have learned you can never ever figure out life. So live your life. Live your life to the fullest. To the fullest. Live. I would have figured it out. I would have left it and just lived my life, because life, the final one, life is full of possibilities. Life is full of possibilities. Anything and everything is possible. There's so many possibilities and chances out there for you. Live your life. There's so many possibilities out there. It does not matter. Just live it to the fullest and see what life has to offer you, what life has to do. And there's so many different possibilities. You don't have to do them all. You don't have to do everything that's out there. Just do what you like. But just know there's so many different possibilities that you can do. So live your life. I would tell my young self, I would be on trips, I would be enjoying my money, I would be spending, I would be making more friends, enjoying with my friends, and doing everything that I imagine and think of. So what would you tell your young self? Is there anything that you can relate to? I know almost all of them, unless you're not human, but most of them you can relate to them. So live your life. And if you're young, and everyone is young, definitely, you're only old when you're dead, but I'm still young too. But if I would step back a few years ago, I would do so many things differently. So many things differently. I would not have so many people in my life. I would have so many things done in my life. I would have so many adventures in my life. But it's never too late. Watch, pick a leaf, and go ahead with your business. Live your life to the fullest. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for joining the tribe. And just in case, let me know below, what would you tell your young self? I'd love to hear what you would tell her, or your young sister, or your young brother, like someone who is younger than you. What would you tell them? Let me know. Like, subscribe. Thank you so very much.